The massive increase in demand for international travel is a clear indicator of a global shift to a post-COVID semi-normal life. But various factors, from the pandemic to the war in Ukraine, mean there are fewer international flights, and that is being reflected in the price of airfares. Eun-jin with the details.
If we look on a flight comparison website, flights to New York for next week cost 2,090,000 Korean won. That's roughly $1,700 US. This is a significant hike from the roughly $1,200 for the same route on March 11th, just before the lifting of the travel quarantine was announced. And before the COVID-19 pandemic, this same route was under $1,050. But with the latest rise in demand for overseas travel, such discounted prices are impossible to get. The outbreak of the war in Ukraine has caused the soar in international oil prices, which is reflected in airfare as well. For U.S. route flights for next month, Korean Air charges around $200 in fuel tax, and Asiana Airline charges $160, which is more than 3 times higher than it was in February 2021. Despite such rises, demand for travel is also on a sharp increase. Just a week before the quarantine exemption was announced, there were only some 675 sales of travel packages. But after the announcement, that number increased more than twofold in the space of a week and has increased roughly 20% every week since. In just 1 month, the number of travel package sales have increased 442%. Most of the demand is for flights to the U.S. or Europe, where much of the quarantine restrictions for arriving travelers have been lifted. Airlines have been working hard to increase the number of international flights in a rush to bring flights back to normal, but the number of flights are at a mere 12% compared to before the pandemic. Industry analysts expect this number to only rise to 50% by the end of the year, which means continued high demand for travel will keep discounted airfare scarce and prices will remain high for the time being. Eun-jin, Arirang News.